Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Selena. So in this video I want to show you a simple method you can use to draft your basic sleeve, and these are the measurements that I'll be using for this particular tutorial. What I have with me, I have a measuring tape, I have a ruler, I have a marker, and also I have a scissors. So I am using a manila paper for this drafting, and it is folded into two. So if you have your fabrics, you can fold it into two like you can see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line across. This is just a border line to help me get my other measurements. After marking this border line, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to measure 5 inches downwardly. This is the standard. It can be 5 inches or 4.5 inches depending with the measurement of your armhole. So this 5 inches, I'm going to mark a straight line across it. It's going to be the bicep line. So after the bicep line, I'm going to measure 12 inches. This is the length of my elbow. So you can also just measure your elbow and mark whatever it gives you. So for me, it's going to be 12 inches, and I'm going to put across a straight line. After marking the elbow line, I'm going to place in my length measurements, which is 17 inches, and I'm going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. After placing across the straight lines, I'm going to place measurements on my bicep line, and my bicep is 11 inches divided by 2 is going to give me 5.5. So I'm going to mark 5.5 inches and add 1 inch for allowance. So from the starting of my borderline to the measurement on my biceps, I'm going to draw a curve there, and this is going to be the armhole. But if you have a curve ruler, all you can do is just place your curve ruler there and draw your curve. So this is going to be this is the curve, and this is my armhole. So remember, the armhole measurements were 7.5 inches. So I'm going to place my ruler there just to see if it's fitting. Sorry, my tape measure there to see if it's fitting the 7.5 inches. So this is where the 7.5 inches mark is, meaning whatever is left is my allowance. Okay, so this is the allowance that I'm having after making the curve for the armhole. I'm going to place the measurements of my elbow. So this is the round elbow. When you place your tape measure around your elbow, mine is 9 divided by 2 will give me 4.5, and I'm going to add 1 inch for allowance. I'm going to place the measurements for my round sleeve on my length line, and the measurements that I'm using for the round sleeve is 8 divided by 2, which is going to give me 4 inches, and I'm going to add 1 inch for allowance to make it 5. After this, I'm going to join all these points together. So after joining the lines together, this is what I have. I have 2 lines. The one inside is the original measurements, while the one outside is for the sewing allowance. So on my armhole, I'm going to measure half of it because I want to get, now the front armhole is usually inside compared to the back armhole. So I'm just going to measure half an inch and join it so that I can get the measurements for the front armhole. So just placing half an inch measurements. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the sleeve. off my front armhole where I had measured 1/2 inch, and also this is usually done so that your armhole, when you're sewing it, is not saggy, because you know, like, the front armhole is inside compared to the back armhole. So this is the final piece of the sleeve. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.